So I have you right here. So you put these on, and you hit the space bar, come back to your spot, and welcome to the window. You ready?
Yes.
So when I first met Jessica, what struck me right off the bat is how beautiful she is. She's gorgeous. She's drop-dead gorgeous.
First of all, it starts when she hugs you, just like a bear hug, like the biggest embrace that you've ever felt before.
She has fabulous, soulful, beautiful eyes, great smile, infectious laugh.
She's the most unselfish person that I ever met. You know, if she's driving and sees a fly that got hit, she'll pull over to try to put the wing back on. She's that type of kid.
She has always taken on like the motherly role, whether it's to her sister or her sisters or to her friends or whatever. She's always the person who is an adult.
You know how when you speak to someone, you know they're not listening? She was listening.
I'm really like ridiculously proud of her. It's like I made her. I have that like pride of like, yep, like that's my little sister. Like.
So Jessica is 21, who has been trying very hard not to let anybody know how lonely she feels and how sad she feels inside and even angry. And she developed a binge eating disorder in order to cope.
I mean, this I believe had to do with an eating disorder, and obviously I have one too. So, you know, I assume that guilt. She picked up a lot of my habits. I've had bad eating habits since I was a kid.
She's had times where she's lost weight and has seemed to like, you know, the switch went off and she's making momentum. But then I've also every time seen her slip and gain, you know, go right back to where she was, if not more.
One time she said to me, "Dad, I think I have a tapeworm." That's like really fucking like snapped in my head. And, you know, because she said, like, you know, she eats and she's hungry. You know, she eats and she's hungry. You know, it's like, you know, you look for excuses and stuff, you know, when you got a problem. But I think that's what really kind of snapped, you know, when she said that, like jokingly. But I thought to myself, shit, this kid is going to have a problem unless we figure out what to do, you know.
There's been so much dialogue about like her needing to lose weight, but until like very recently was it like actually framed as like I need help with my eating disorder.
She knows what to do, but it's hard to do it.
Why is it hard to do it? Why do you think it's hard for her?
Because I think we all struggle with baggage.
I think losing a mother figure or having a really contentious relationship with her mother at like this kind of like crucial stage of life has been a really big obstacle for her.
Her mom tried committing suicide, but the way she explained it to me was that she found her mom while her dad and her little sister were in the living room, and you know, thank God that her father called the ambulance in time, or else she would not have been alive. And I think that's when the depression really kicked in.
But I imagine that what she's gone through with my mom has like really like fed into like her just basically like burying, like as a coping mechanism, like burying her pain, you know.
I wish that her relationship with her mother would heal, but that's not up to her. And I think she's been taking care of her mother for too long. And it's not up to her. She doesn't have what it takes to make her mother well.
She's really trying hard to reverse and to work towards being better.
Right now she is doing the therapy, and she's dealing with her depression and her weight. Well, Jessica and I started running together, and she did her first 5K. She was absolutely fabulous.
I'm just really, really proud of her for wanting to go through some hard times to ultimately like be better for it. I really admire that about her.
She's courageous. I feel like if any time, this is the time that could be that switch, that's really happening.
I think it's a really important thing to be healthy, but I think that's the key word, it's health, not weight.
We all need tools in our toolbox, so to speak, to help us cope through our days. And I think she just needs to put some more tools in her toolbox so that when those insecure feelings creep up or the sad feelings creep up, she knows what to do with them.
I want her to be more open and vulnerable to emotions that's not just happiness, because that's life. Because life is a roller coaster, and you have to experience the whole thing, whether you like it or not.
What's something she doesn't know about herself?
She's beautiful. I don't think she realizes how beautiful she is. It's an honor to be your father. I don't know what else to say. I mean, being your dad is the greatest accomplishment in my life. It really is to have an honor and a privilege to be your father.
I really want for you to realize how special you are, how strong you are, and how capable you are of becoming the person that you're meant to be.
You're just such an important part of our family, and we're just so proud of you for doing this and everything you've already accomplished, everything you're going to accomplish.
I'll never forget us running that race, and I certainly will never forget us crossing that finish line. And there are great things on the horizon for you. I know it.
Hold on to who you are and never forget it. And don't let anyone stop you in what you want to do. You deserve all the happiness in the world.
Oh man, that's kind of hard to hear. It's like, I feel like I know that they feel that way, but then like to hear it is like a whole other thing.
Good or bad?
Both.